So today's video is going to be one of the more difficult ones I've ever had to do, but we are going to power through it. Just the other day, one of my good friends, RJ Polk, had said something to me that really sat with me and really blessed me. And that he said that, in this season may be difficult, but God is going to bless you to bless others. And it has pretty much going to be like very difficult for you. And you just need to be okay and realize that. So to RJ, I thank you for that. Uh, so myself, like so many men throughout the world, battle with male infertility, and it's difficult in that far too often people automatically assume that it's your spouse or significant other, and of course you speak up in a moment and say no, it's not them, but it's difficult. Personally for me, for multiple reasons. One, because when you have an amazing spouse or wife, it's difficult in that you don't ever want to see them with hurt or pain. And you realize it's, double hurt and pain. One, because society automatically thinks that it's them. And then two, because they can't really look to protect you. Um, Something else that is difficult is that, when you're somebody like myself, um, those around you see you do so many things well on a regular basis. Pretty much ever since like I was, a young kid, always doing, I won't say necessarily well in school because school was not my, I won't say it wasn't my forte. I just didn't give my all until later on in college, like when I found a purpose. Shout out to Dr. Hollywood, who pretty much, put me on that path and gave me that direction to get an education. But um, never really had that that problem, doing things well, right? So, people always recognize you for things you did growing up. And then as you got older, people started saying like, "Wow, you're doing this, you're doing that." When you going to settle down and have kids? When you going to settle down and have kids? So, as a young guy, 22, 23, 24, you're not really thinking about it. So you're like, oh, like, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Like, I'm not married yet. And, everybody says, oh, okay, like, that makes sense. So then when you go and get married, and then people start to ask, like, oh, when you going to start a family? And then it really starts to hit you, like, all right, like, something may be, up. So, so myself and my wife, we went to John Hopkins to go get tested, and come to find out it's me. And that was difficult in that you're used to doing so many things well that this is the first time possibly in life that you have a problem situation, and you really just have to sit in it, in that there's nothing really that you can do other than whatever the treatment plan is that the doctor provides you with. But you're faced with a challenge, and then that challenge becomes louder, and that the noise, and that people think like, oh, you don't want kids because you're selfish, you're in your career. Oh, you don't want kids because work all the time. Oh, you don't want kids because this, that, and the third. And it's the furthest thing from the truth, right? In that you want to be like so many in society and start a family and have legacy. Um, but it's difficult, So I wanted to jump on here to encourage those who may be dealing with male infertility and say that you're not alone. You are seen, you are heard, you are viewed. It may be embarrassing to not know the right words to say, or how to handle or maintain it. You may not feel as though people will be receptive to whatever the answer may be. You may feel like you're letting people down, and that you can't produce that is easy to so many others, because you're used to producing. Um, but just in all things, know that you're not alone. You are okay. you are accepted, and that there is a story and a blessing that will come from your life and journey, whether it be through mentoring, whether it be, you may be blessed enough to be in education and have um, what I call chicken minis. My class of 2018, who really blessed me in that season when I was transitioning in life, and getting back into my groove in education, to help mentor. But there is some way for you to be able to um, be productive in society, be accepted, be loved, and have a path. So if this is your story, if you need somebody to talk through, I can share, my experience with you, whether it be through John Hopkins, whether it be through prayer, whatever it may be. But I want to allow this season for me to be a little bit more transparent, um, because somebody can benefit from this part of my story and not just the teacher side or the Dr. Hill side or the photography side, but the Austin side and how I deal with it. How right now it's 2 a.m. How I might cry at night when everybody else is asleep because we wait on you. Like it's normal. And if I can be a blessing to you and help inspire you, I really want to do that. But to all men, all over, Happy Father's Day to the men who mentor, step up, and are influences in the kids around you's lives, whether it be a bonus child or godchild or whatever it may be. Happy Father's Day to you, because you do matter and you are important. See you.